You buy a Samsung phone, you put on your AirPods, you switch on your LG television. There is a surprisingly good chance that all three products were made in the same country. Not China, not South Korea, not the United States, Vietnam. In just the last decade, Vietnam has emerged as one of the world's fastest growing economies and one of the biggest winners of the global manufacturing boom. In our previous video, we discussed Vietnam's broader economic story. But today, let's focus on the companies that made this boom possible and what India can learn from it. If Vietnam's economic miracle had a mascot, it would be Samsung. The South Korean electronics giant invested billions of dollars in manufacturing facilities across Vietnam. Today, millions of Samsung smartphones are produced there every year. In fact, Vietnam became so important to Samsung that at various points it was producing a majority of the company's smartphones. Think about what that means. Every phone rolling of those assembly lines created jobs not just in factories but in logistics, packaging, transportation, and component manufacturing. Samsung didn't just build factories, it helped build an industrial ecosystem. And once that ecosystem existed, other companies started paying attention. Then come one of the biggest shifts in global business. As tensions between the United States and China increased, companies started looking for alternatives to manufacturing everything in China. That's when Vietnam hit the jackpot. Apple suppliers such as Foxconn, Luxshare, Pegatron, and Gotek expanded operation in the country. AirPods, electronic components, consumer devices. More and more products destined for global markets began flowing out of Vietnamese factories. The arrival of these companies created a powerful signal. If the world's most sophisticated supply chains trusted Vietnam, others could too. And they followed. But Vietnam's success wasn't simply about low wages. Many countries offer cheap labor. What Vietnam offered was something more valuable: execution. Companies found industrial parks ready for investment, ports connected to global markets, and policies geared towards exports. As a result, global giants such as Intel and LG expanded their presence. Intel established major semiconductor assembly and testing operations. LG turned Vietnam into an important production base for electronics and appliances. Foreign companies are only half the story. Vietnam has also produced its own corporate giants. Vingroup became the country's largest private conglomerate. Its EV subsidiary, VinFast, set out to build a global electric vehicle brand. Then there is Viettel, a telecommunication giant, and FPT, a technology company serving clients around the world. Why did many of these companies choose Vietnam before expanding aggressively into India? Part of the answer lies in focus. Vietnam concentrated heavily on becoming an export-oriented manufacturing hub. It built industrial clusters, streamlined investment, and made itself indispensable to global supply chains. But this isn't a story of Vietnam versus India. Apple's supply chain is expanding in India. Foxconn is expanding in India. Samsung is manufacturing in India. The real competition is about who can capture a larger share of manufacturing moving out of China. Vietnam's rise over the last decade wasn't driven by a single policy or a single company. Samsung built the foundation, Foxconn, Luxshare, Pegatron, and Gotek expanded the ecosystem. Intel and LG added advanced manufacturing, and local champions like Vingroup, VinFast, Viettel, and FPT showed that Vietnam wants to be more than just the words factory. The question now is whether Vietnam can make the leap from manufacturing powerhouse to innovation powerhouse, and whether India can replicate the success on a much larger scale.